Have you ever pondered the intriguing concept of prophets and fortune tellers? What makes these two entities so compelling and yet so distinct from each other? The term prophet, which originates from the Hebrew word nabi, denotes an authorized spokesperson. Their primary responsibility is to convey divine messages. Speaking broadly, these messages can be about the future, whereas in a narrower sense, they can be prophecies. Contrarily, the term fortune teller is more colloquially used, and in academic circles, the practice is referred to as divination. Studied under disciplines like I Ching or numerology, fortune-telling involves divination methods such as casting lots. The key distinction here is that prophets, particularly in the Old Testament era, were chosen by God. They were not self-proclaimed. Rather, they were called upon by God to fulfill this divine role, usually under direct divine guidance. This role was not hereditary. Although prophets could have descendants, they were not necessarily prophets themselves. On the other hand, fortune tellers can be self-taught, come from a lineage of fortune tellers, or even act as mediums for spirits. They're often well-versed in psychology and adept at reading people's behaviors and expressions. Moreover, while fortune tellers often focus on individual life details for monetary gain, such as predicting illnesses or wealth, prophets do not do personal divinations. Their prophecies usually concentrate on significant public matters. When reading the Bible, one might come across terms such as major prophets, minor prophets, or their respective books. These designations do not reflect the age, capabilities, social status, or identity of the prophets. Rather, they refer to the size of the prophet's book, not the prophet's fame or obscurity. The books of the major prophets include Isaiah, Jeremiah, Lamentations, Ezekiel, and Daniel, while the 12 minor prophets include Hosea, Joel, Amos, Obadiah, Jonah, Micah, Nahum, Habakkuk, Zephaniah, Haggai, Zechariah, and Malachi. The book of Isaiah, which we'll delve into today, belongs to the major prophets. Depending on their ministry or calling, prophets can be referred to by different names such as seer, watchman, man of God, messenger, or servant of God. However, most prophets share a common phrase, "Thus saith the Lord." Regardless of whether they're prophesying, issuing judgment warnings, encouraging righteousness, or bolstering faith, whether orally or in written form, they fundamentally serve as God's messengers. To summarize, the first chapter of Isaiah reminds us that religious leaders and people of that time were warned of their vanity and empty religious rituals. They lacked the substance of piety, leading to frequent punishment and discipline. This chapter serves as a reminder that faith is not about pursuing more religious activities, achieving higher religious status, or donning lavish religious attire. And verses 16 to 17, "Wash and make yourselves clean. Take your evil deeds out of my sight. Stop doing wrong. Learn to do right. Seek justice. Defend the oppressed. Take up the cause of the fatherless. Plead the case of the widow." Understanding the differences between prophets and fortune tellers is crucial in comprehending these divine messages and their significance.